Welcome to That's Good for Footy.
Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. Forget about the heartbreaks, the agony and heartaches. You give it all for the game's sake, and that's good for footy. And this is what you pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. How are you all? Wow, great crowd. Looks fantastic. If you could see what I could see. Nice to see all those red and black scarves and jumpers and smiling faces and teeth and all that sort of thing. Wonderful to have you here. Welcome to the Mulgrave Country Club. Welcome to Essendon night. This is a pretty exciting show. I've just been having a chat with the boys out the back. They're pretty pumped to come out and meet you all one by one. That's how they want to do it. Is that all right with you? Yeah, okay, all right, don't get too excited. I think we've all need a bit of a break from all the pundits, the social media armchair experts, the journos and the media chasing headline grammars. Let's just have some lighthearted fun. Let's talk a little bit of football. These shows are for the lighthearted look at football, okay? That's why they're called That's Good for Footy. Welcome to it. It's the live and interactive family-friendly footy paddle show. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans. The shows are for the passionate supporters. These shows allow you to see the players be themselves. I'm ready, let's go. If you're after all the stats, the differentials, the inside 50s, clearances, stoppages and the ins and outs, then you can get all that from all your other assorted football-related websites, social media platforms, podcasts and dedicated TV programs. This show is just like being on the ground and being mic'd up. It takes you into the inner sanctum. It gives you access to just the players. Essendon show, May the 22nd. Let's get in. Our first panellist, he was born on the 9th of July in 2001. He's played a total of 58 games and he's kicked a total of 14 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2021. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 22 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Sam Durham.
See the tallest fly up to win the premiership flag.
There you go.
Our boys who play
Happy?
this grand old game are always striving for glory and fame.
It's great. Thank you. Thank you. I think a lot of you are just in shock going, wow, there's Sam. That's great, isn't it? It's nice to have him here. You know, it's his first That's Good for Footy panel show. So, you know, we're really welcoming you. So thank you. Good for being here. It is wonderful to have you here, mate. I don't want you to be nervous at all. I like to think of these shows as a bit of an old man into a warm bath, you know. So just ease yourself into it slowly and we'll go from there. Let's get our second panellist out here. He was born on the 1st of December in 1996. He's played a total of 140 games. He's kicked a total of 153 goals. He made his AFL debut back in 2015. When he plays for the Essendon Football Club, he wears the number 4 on his back. Could you please welcome to the stage, Kyle Langford.
See the tallest fly up to win the premiership
There you go.
flag.
Happy days.
Who play this grand old game are always striving for
That'll
glory.
do. You've sang that, I reckon, too much already this year, haven't you? No, you want to hear it more. Okay. Isn't it great to have both the boys here? Just give them one last, big rapturous round of applause. Lovely to have them here. I'm not going to ask how both of you are because you look well and it's just great to have you. So let's just get stuck into the show. What do you reckon? Okay, then we'll do it. We're going to do it in our first little segment, ladies and gentlemen. It's called What About Me? Feel free to the water anytime. You just need to get your laughing gear around it as well. Now, I know you both love your footy, but let's find out a little bit more about your journey to get there. What are your fondest memories of your love for football? Was it going with the old man, catching a train to the game with your brothers and sisters or your mates, or was it going to suburban games? These questions are for both of you. I don't care who goes first, but what would be your answer?
I'll start us off. My earliest, memories are kicking a footy around with my older brother. So I have an older brother who's 2 years older, and my old man. So he played a little bit of VFL football back in the day for Fitzroy and Richmond. So growing up, it was always just kicking the ball out in the court with them. and we used to have like a big light pole and a big tree, and that used to be my goal. So I still remember that pretty vividly.
Did you, sorry to interject there for a sec, were you always wanting to have the chance to be a forward? Was that your dream goal?
No, back then you just want to kick a footy.
Good.
And my older brother was a lot bigger than me, so I used to get belted up a fair bit, which probably works out all right now. But I was always just try to be better than him.
Good proving ground for you, though.
Yeah, I got there.
Yeah, absolutely. Sam, give us a little bit of indication for you. What was it, heading off to suburban games with your brothers and sisters?
Sort of the same background as Kyle with my brother, my older brother. I just wanted to beat him. Did everything he did. But I was a Hawks fan growing up, unfortunately. But going to the finals was probably the best memories. Never a grand final. I haven't been to a grand final. I'm going to wait for that for myself. But
good. Very nice,
probably the finals with my uncle and my brother. That was probably the best highlight.
Competitive?
Very.
Yeah,
But he's chipping away in the twos now back at Seymour, so
right.
I've got one on him.
That's nice. Yeah, good. There you go. Very good. I like it. When you were a kid growing up, did you used to get dressed up in your footy gear and just play around the house?
Oh, all the time. I had the Sam Mitchell Puma gold boots on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and they were probably like worn down, so they were probably like ice skates in the end, but they were good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And what, so you, socks, shorts, jumper?
Everything. I used to sleep with the footy up until I was maybe 7.
Excellent.
Yeah, so
excellent. Only a few years ago. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Yeah, very good.
No, I was the exact same. Mum and Dad used to always say that I'd sleep in my socks. I grew up barracking for the Bulldogs, so I had a Bulldogs Guernsey on, number 6 on the back. But yeah.
Brad Johnson?
Yep, Jono.
Bailey Smith.
But also, I slept with the footy for a while.
Love it. Excellent.
Absolutely loved it.
Nice. Do you remember getting your first footy, and can you remember learning to ride a bike for the first time? Those two things normally go maybe a little bit hand in hand. Can you remember learning to ride a bike? And as you said, you slept with your footies, but can you remember getting your first footy? And who gave it to you, maybe?
I don't remember my first footy, but it was probably one of those Macca's ones.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they were just perfect to keep inside the house. But riding a bike, I skipped the training wheels phase. I just wanted to be like my brother.
Wow.
And so I jumped on his bike, and then he'd just push me down. And then once it come to a corner, I'd just sort of fall off, and then he'd sort of guide me through. But yeah, that was probably my fondest memories of being my brother trying to.
Good.
So he taught me.
That's that competitive side coming out again. Here, quick, there, learn this.
I don't think I had a Sharon. I think I had a Burley.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm a little bit older than Sam, but yeah, I had a Burley back then. Couldn't afford a Sharon. So, and riding a bike, I can't really remember it too much, but I do remember flipping over the handlebars 1 or 2 times, definitely.
That's all part of the learning process. You've got to go through that. I wanted to ask you, did you used to collect footy cards when you were growing up? And if you did, can you remember when you got your first one and what it was like to sign it?
No, I never did. Did you?
Yeah, no, I loved them. I used to have the big folder and everything.
Perfect selectors.
Yeah, it was footy cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards. It was just about everything. So, I've lost them all now.
Wow. What's it like when someone walks up to you and goes, "Oh, hi Sam, would you mind signing this?" And you go, "Oh, give us a look."
Well, yeah, my first year when you had the open trainings and stuff, like everyone would come out with the cards, and I didn't have one, and I was like, one day. And then it was probably my second pre-season where someone actually come out with a card, and I was like, no way! Like I haven't even seen one of these myself, and that was pretty cool to sign that, and
And can I ask you, did you have your signature down pat at that stage, or?
Nah, my first.
He still doesn't.
Yeah. My first signing day, we get banked up along a big table, and I had a massive one.
Right.
So I was, getting banked up by Heppel because it goes in number order. So I had about 50 jumpers all lined up, and then all the boys are getting mad at me because, they're going to take forever down the line. So, yeah, it wasn't a good sight to change that up pretty quick.
It's funny, we were chatting with Jake Stringer on the show the other week, and he was saying when it comes to the signatures, most of the new boys don't have their signatures down pat yet, so they threw them always up towards the front, or actually maybe towards the back, and so theirs would be done nice and quick up the front, and then everyone would be left with a big pile down the back.
Yeah, they've changed the system.
Yeah. Very nice. What was more important when you were growing up and playing footy with your mates and probably your brother? Was it taking a specky or banging a ridiculous goal?
No, mine was Specky, because he was always bigger, so he'd try and bash me kind of at a 1-1. So I used to have to stand off him a little bit and then really jump as high as I could into him. So that was the way that I tried to beat him.
Nice.
Mine was probably kicking goals, the dribble kicks inside the house, through the doorways and stuff. That was probably the best.
Very nice, round the corner, check side. How much sport did you used to play at school and at junior level, and how much running around did mum and dad do for you?
Oh, my mum did heaps. I'm a single parent, single parent. I was thinking about it the other way, but anyway, single parent. She did a lot for us, me and my brother, and... Sorry, I lost the question.
Just in relation to how much sport did you play and how much did your mum and dad used to run around?
I did basketball, footy, athletics, all the way up until under 12s, when I was 12.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm having a mare here.
Yeah, that's all right. What about you, Kyle? How much sport did you used to play? Were you versatile at everything? Did you have a go at just about everything?
I think I tried just about everything.
Yep.
But I probably stuck with... obviously footy, cricket and athletics up until I was probably 17.
Okay.
So I got an older brother and a younger sister. So, my parents were driving us around everywhere as well as my grandparents. So, I never kind of took that for granted at all.
Yeah, good. Okay. What I wanted to ask you, speaking about school, let's just say that you've been nominated as the captain. You're playing PE, physical education. One's captain with tops on, one's captain with tops off. You skins versus tops. You've got an option then.
I'm skins.
You can be skins
He
if you
is
like to
skins.
be. I like that.
Hey, he gets his rig out mate, more than anyone else at the club. He reckons he's got a cheese grater.
The girls in the room are going, nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that. So let's just say, yes, your skins and your tops. But what I wanted to tell you is that you've got your first choice. But it's an AFL list. You can choose from any particular player from any current day club. Who would your first pick be?
Harley Reid.
Oh, wow.
Probably Bontempelli.
Bontempelli, great.
You can put him anywhere.
Absolutely. And you'll be happy to still be playing when Harley's with the Bombers, I presume?
I'm building a list. Yeah,
good. Very nice, mate. Very nice indeed. Your first game is a pretty significant part of your football journey, especially to your family and friends. So much so that it's now done as a highlight package for social media. Do you remember when you got your first call, and how was it? How did you find out that you're playing your first game?
Well, I sort of wrecked it for Truck because he was going to... We were like in a big room like this, and he had the screen up there, and I had a list of like who was training in the AFL, and my name wasn't up there, and he said, speak out if your name's not on the list, and I was like too scared to even say anything. I was there for 4 weeks at the time, and I just didn't say anything. And then he's like, "Does is your name up there?" And I'm like, Nah, it's not up there. He's like, well, you're playing your first AFL game. I'm like, oh, fuck. I wrecked it for him because the next slide was like a cutout of me, and then it was a guess who is it. But yeah, sorry, Truck, I wrecked that one for you.
It was your moment. That's good. Exactly. Well done. Can you remember yours, Carl?
Yeah, so mine was about half an hour before the teams got released on on the Footy show back in the day. So it was at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, whenever that was, and I got a phone call from Hurdy, just being like, "Sorry, mate, I missed you at training, but you're debuting this week." I was like, "Oh yeah, no worries. Thank you." And yeah, so that was I think round 5 against St Kilda, and we won by about 4 points, I think.
How brilliant's that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Done. That's a nice memory. Let's just ask this. What about when you got to the club and you put the jumper on for the first time? Probably really, look, it's relevant for both of you, but you look down and you see the red sash. You know you're playing for the Essendon Football Club. You're not a supporter, though. This is you. You're getting ready to go out. Tell us what that feeling was like when you whacked the jumper on for the first time.
Oh, for me, it was very special. I mean, before I played that debut game, I was emergency every game leading up to it. So, I was there in the AFL, I guess, little bubble. And I just really badly wanted to, I guess, obviously put it on. And Essendon being such a big club, I knew, it was a massive privilege to be able to wear the red and black. And, it still is 10 years later. I don't take it for granted at all. It's pretty special. Obviously, we have a massive supporter base, which has really come to life this year, which is awesome. I think we've been a little bit dormant over the last 20 odd years, so hopefully we can get them up and about a little bit more. No, we're actually giving you something to cheer about though, so there's a big difference.
Excellent, I love it. Tell us what the emotion was like for you.
Oh, Kyle summed it up pretty well, but I think I just wanted to play an AFL game. Didn't matter what club, but I'm glad I'm at Essendon, to be honest, yeah.
Good. All right, very nice. Well, was there a player that you most wanted to meet when you got to the club? Anyone you looked up to or idolised?
Not really, probably Heppel.
Okay.
But when I first come in, because of COVID, they were all over in Dreamtime, over in Perth.
Perth, yeah.
Yep.
So I was the only one at the club.
Right.
And there was like Michael Hurley doing rehab and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
right.
I sat down with Chris, our, what is he?
Player development manager.
Yeah, that guy. sat down with him, and I had to go through the list because I didn't know any of the players.
Really?
I didn't really watch footy that much. I just
Wow.
watched the Mighty Hawks.
Yeah, right. Gee, okay. Did you have anyone that you wanted to meet when you got there, mate?
I was probably, I don't know, like, I guess you're so one-eyed as a teenager. I just grew up barracking, obviously, for the Bulldogs, and I knew about Heppel and Merritt, and obviously it was probably more Hurls. Like, so Hurls and I played at the same junior club, so I kind of always looked up to him a little bit, coming through the same kind of pathway, the same area and everything, and it was pretty cool. Kind of once I got there, that you know, I was playing alongside him.
Good on you, mate. Love it. Very nice. As an elite footballer, what is something that you want to be remembered for? Is it being a match winner, a consistent contributor, a reliable teammate, someone who always gives their all, or a leader? What description do you think best suits you? And you can choose your own if you like.
Yeah.
For me, it's pretty simple. Just leave the jumper number 4 and I guess the footy club in a better space than when I arrived, and I think I'm doing that slowly.
Yeah, good. Very nice.
Mine's probably just to have a crack, I think.
Okay, have a crack.
Have a crack.
Bloody love it. Well done. Couldn't have said it better myself. Who's been your best mate since arriving at the club?
When I first got here, Kyle was my best mate.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's nice.
Yeah, see, was.
He
Ditches me for Will Setterfield now, so they're pretty close. But no, there's a bunch of us. We're all pretty close. We all play golf on our days off, so no, we're a tight group.
Yeah, good. And who was...
Get rid of the was.
Right, yeah, okay, we'll remove that. Past tense out.
Yeah.
Is...
Early days. Was or is now? Yeah.
You can do past tense and present tense.
No, I'll say does.
Yeah? Okay, that'll do. Good. Who's impressed you the most down at the club with their work ethic, their professionalism and their mindset? Who kind of blows you away?
I think personally, no one really goes past Hep.
Yep.
Been able to do it over, what would it be now, 14 years or something like that.
Okay.
He's definitely one of the hardest workers, most professional at the football club. He's obviously led us for a long time and continues to lead us underneath Zaki a little bit. So, it's got to be Hep for mine.
That's good, mate.
Yeah, Hep would be mine as well, but probably Pistol Pete. He's pretty good the way he goes about it.
Okay.
And tries to take a few young guys with him.
Yeah.
Jump in the 7-seater.
Yeah. Very nice. Which one of these things gets you pumped the most before a game? The smell of deep heat, the smell of fresh cut grass, pulling on the jumper, strapping on the boots, a footy in your hands, or the sound of the Essendon crowd?
Probably sound of the Essendon crowd, but deep heat reminds me of local footy for sure.
Very nice. Very nice.
This is a weird one. I think Pete and I share it as well.
Okay.
The smell of leather.
Oh, yeah.
So the footy.
Yep.
We both grab a footy and
Yep.
sniff it. I see Pete doing it and I do it. So I was like,
Jeez.
Nothing weird about that. What are you
Forwards
laughing
these
at?
days.
Exactly, I like it. The siren has gone, you're trailing by 5. Which player do you hope has got the ball in their hands to get you across the line?
well, Duz did it last year, Dreamtime, so I'll give it a Duz.
Well, very nice.
Hopefully not this year.
Yeah. Okay, all right. You've just kicked a team lifting goal. You look up and you watch the replay on the big screen. You see yourself in a good old-fashioned full-body muscle flex. Is there a point where you look at it and go, that's not bad?
Yeah, there is a point. It does cross your mind, but then...
Like we said before, Duz is a shirts-off kind of guy, so Duz is definitely having a look.
No, but then it goes to the live picture, and then you're looking at yourself, and then you're like, oh. You don't want to look at it too much.
Is there a point, though?
No, there's no point.
You walk into a pub or a bar and the footy is on, and at what point are you conscious of the fact that that is actually what you do for a living?
I always find this one so weird. Like, I don't know. It's weird. Like, I see footy as my job.
Yes.
It's not kind of who I am. So I don't know. I find it really weird when I'm watching footy and I'm kind of barracking the same as you guys would barrack for us and criticising umpires and everything. And it's kind of funny. I know it's weird kind of dynamic for me, to be honest.
I really like that answer because that's why I really ask that question, because I would find that maybe strange. That's what I do for a job, but I'm watching it. There it is. Have you experienced that, Sam?
Not really. I try to, if I'm in the pub or something, I try to think like a supporter would watching Essendon.
Okay. Yep.
That's weird, but...
Yeah, it is, but it's regardless. Social media is like drinking and smoking. No one really wants to admit how much or how often they do it. But around game time, what rules do you have surrounding it? And do you put a self-imposed sanction on when and how often you engage in it?
I'm pretty good on social media. I don't really get too consumed about what people say or what's going on there, but I just stay in my own lane. So
Stay in your own lane?
Yeah,
that's good enough.
Pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty similar, but I think if I play a bad game, I just give the phone to my partner and say delete all the bad messages, so I don't have to see them. So if you're trying to get across to me, I'm not even reading it, so don't bother.
It's not happening. A question for each. If you had to comment on Kyle's, basically his playing style and his key attributes, and Kyle, if you had to do the same thing, what would you say about each other?
Oh, well, I think Duz is quite easy. Kind of what he said before, just has a crack. But I think what we've seen this year so far is his speed and power around the contest. It's just, I kind of, personally, I compare him up there with Butters from Port Adelaide. I just think he can really tear a game apart. But also, like, what he probably has on Butters is his aerial abilities to, mark in one-on-one contests or come across a pack. I think he's kind of the complete package. Top of that, mate.
Just big.
Very nice. What's your retort going to be?
I'm not good at this stuff, but big shoes to fill. Well, ever since I've been at the club, he's been probably the most consistent player we've had. And you can go anywhere. You can go forward, back, midfield, wing. I remember when I was playing on the wing, there was a skinny wing and fat wing.
Yes.
So you want to be on the skinny side, that's where the ball was, but when Kyle was playing on the wing, you get pushed out to the fat side. So, he can play anywhere, super consistent, and then, he brings a lot to our team.
That's brilliant. Well said.
Good to have.
Both of you well said. There's a lot of love going on up here. You don't know what's going on underneath the table, but just trust me on that one. Is it sometimes weird when someone recognises you? Are there any funny stories from such an experience? And has anyone ever confused you with somebody else?
I always find the funny one when someone obviously recognises you, but just stare at you. I'd almost rather just come up and blatantly just say whatever. But it's the one where you keep locking eyes and you know that they know that they've seen you, and it's that awkward eye contact. But that's always a weird one.
Nice, very nice.
Yeah, that's probably the same. I was getting my car light fixed, and the bloke recognised me, and then I'm like, I know you recognise me, but I'm sitting on them on my phone, and then it was half an hour goes past in the waiting room, and he, finally took the courage to say, "You Sam Durham?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's me, mate." And he's like, "Yo, mate, that's awesome. You can have it for free, mate. You just go." And I was like, "Yeah."
Oh, beautiful.
I'm like, beautiful. Look at that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, so it has its perks.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I love it. Yeah. Well done. I was watching a game. I was actually watching the game last weekend up in the Northern Territory. And I love the fact that the locals came out to witness and observe and soak in the fact that the AFL was in town. You could see the excitement on the kids' faces when you go to remote areas and play the game. How conscious are you of the impact you have? You're there to play footy, of course, but it seems like it's just so much more, probably because it means so much more. What is that feeling like?
Well, personally, I've been up to Tiwi. If we're talking about Northern Territory, I guess, I've been up to Tiwi 2 or 3 times already. Okay. And I was pretty fortunate in 2021 when we played the Dreamtime game up there, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Or 2020. And obviously you just see what footy means to the communities up there, and it's quite extraordinary when you go out to those remote communities and they can't even afford boots, let alone runners or sandals or anything, and they've got Coke bottles full of newspaper, and they're kicking just these low darts, barefoot through the schoolyards, and you just like you can really respect the talent that comes out of there, and you know, it's a no-brainer. You know, the Indigenous kids that come out of the Northern Territory, especially Tiwi Islands, you see how talented they are, and I reckon there's thousands of them up there that are just as talented, but it's been able to pluck them from up there and bring them into football down here.
Love it. Well said. Sam, what about you? What sort of impact does it have on you when you sort of go to regional areas? It doesn't even have to be up in the Northern Territory, but just you go into local communities and you see the impact that you being there.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've been to, like, even going back to local games to watch my brother, you know, little kids coming to you with photos and stuff, and I'm like, oh, why are they, you know, getting photos with me and stuff like that? But no, it is very cool, and especially the clinics we do with the club at schools and stuff like that. The kids are just, you know, they're just ecstatic to see you.
That's brilliant.
It's like it's just me, boys.
Yeah, well, well done. What's your living arrangements at the moment? Who does the cooking and who does the chores? Who does the shopping and who does the cleaning?
I live with Archie Perkins and Nick Bryan.
Okay.
Archie Perkins, I don't think he doesn't know how to turn the dishwasher on.
Right.
And he like everyone, most boys at the club carry a drink bottle around everywhere they go.
Yes.
But Archie refuses to, so he just gets a glass every day or two a day and just leaves them everywhere. So it's like an Easter egg hunt for us to pick him up after him, and he has no idea. Okay. He reckons it's a magic dishwasher. So
it'll get done by someone. Yeah.
And then Brian does the cooking. Okay. He's a very good cook.
Yeah, right. Oh, okay. Nice recommendation there.
Puts the
chef's outfit on. Yep.
Yeah. I do hear whenever it does his time to cook, they just go out. Is that right?
Yeah. Either go to the pub or something. Yeah. Might shout.
Yeah, nice and easy. All right. A tactical type of player is one that knows when to slow the game down, take his time handing the ball back to the umpire, kicks it backwards, cramps up when he needs to. Who best summarises that role at the club? Do you have one of those? Who would you suggest?
Probably Zach Merritt's probably the smartest bloke. And Jake.
Yep.
Yeah, Jake.
Yep, good.
Jake's up there.
Probably String, to be honest.
Yeah.
He does some sneaky things that he can get away with.
Yeah. You'll be happy to know he said that about himself as well.
So
Good,
That was good. What's more annoying, picking up a dropped iPhone over the fence or seeing a sign of someone asking for your boots?
Probably the boots.
The boots, yeah.
Because we don't get them
No.
like on tap anymore. So COVID wrecked that. Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, no, definitely the boots.
Yeah.
We'd love to give them, but honestly, we need them. So
Yeah.
it's pretty hard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I understand. When you were giving away the signed kids' footies at the end of the game, what are you looking for in the crowd?
I normally look for the cutest, or like blonde hair, or something.
Right, something that stands out.
Blonde hair.
Cutest and blonde hair.
Like a little cute, blondie or something.
Okay.
Like bloke.
Yeah. I wasn't going there. I was just going blondie and cute. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
No, I'm looking for the smallest little kid.
Yeah, like the smallest.
That is actually like given a fair bit, bit of enthusiasm about it. Yeah, they got to know what's going on. So.
Yeah. There you go. That's the answer. I won't say any more about that. That was good. What is your reaction when you see a kid with their number on your back? Sorry. What is the reaction when you see a kid with your number on their back?
Oh, if it's a young kid, then I know it's for me. But if it's an older kid, I know it's for Job. Always like the younger ones. So I'll get around them a fair bit. But I generally have to ask the question if they're over the age of probably 15. It's probably not me.
Okay, very nice.
Yeah,
Sam?
Mine's probably the same reaction as when I first got the footy card every time.
Yep.
And I normally say, there's a lot of twos going around for, Draper. So I just say to little kids that the other two fell off and they'll be fine.
Very nice. Oh, I like that. Which club did you used to dislike the most when you were growing up?
Yeah, it's probably, Collingwood.
Collingwood? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know. I think I just love the doggies. Didn't really care about anyone else. Yeah.
That's nice enough. That'll do. Who is the AFL club that you like to beat the most in your present status?
Yeah, Collingwood.
Yeah, Collingwood.
Collingwood. Yeah, emphatic answer there. What I need you to both do here is on the count of three, don't look at each other, look out into the audience, but give me your answer at the same time. Which club has got the most feral supporters? 1, 2, 3.
Collingwood.
Freo.
Oh, Freo and Collingwood. Different answers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the boys. Very nice indeed. What we want to do now, I want to move on to a nice little quick segment. We're going to introduce it off the top. The boys have been nice and cordial so far. This little segment's called Speed Mating. The answers here are very simple, boys. You cannot get them wrong because they're your answers, okay? All I would suggest to you is just keep in mind...
Well, don't say that too early.
Yeah. Keep in mind for both which answers they are, because they will come back a little bit later on in the show. So who would like to go first out of you two? Who would like to answer it?
Kyle.
Kyle, I love it. Isn't that great? He just nominated himself. It's beautiful. All right. So what I'm going to do, mate, I'm going to put a 60-second clock on, and I'm going to ask you 15 questions. We'll see how many questions that you can get in that 60 seconds. A lot of the talking's done by me because most of your answers are one-worders, so we'll see where we go. All right. Who did you grow up... Oh, sorry, Sam, are you right? Thank you, mate. Who did you grow up supporting and who was your favourite footballer?
Yeah, Bulldogs. Jono.
What is the one headline you would like to wake up and read about yourself?
Kick the winning goal.
All right. Who has been your toughest opponent to match up on?
I'll say Aiden Core.
Okay. Who's the last person you spoke to on your phone?
My partner, Lulu.
Who is the best kick at the club?
Sam Durham.
Give us one word that describes what footy means to you.
Fun.
Your first goal was against who?
My first what?
First goal.
Us. Oh, no, it wasn't St Kilda. Oh, I don't know. North.
North? Okay, we'll go with that. What's your favourite dish to eat?
Pasta.
Pasta. What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
Childish Gambino.
All right. Favourite movie?
Shawshank.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Crunchy.
Tomato sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Pyjamas, boxer shorts, jocks or naked when it comes to bedtime?
Naked.
Oi! I've got that in for all you girls, all right?
Hey.
That's not bad. 13 out of 15, and those are the answers. That was very good. Very good indeed. So we hope that you are paying attention during all that, because you'll have to answer those later on. Not right now. Not right now, just a little bit later on. So you're going to get the same questions. You'll have the same 60 seconds, and we'll see how many questions you can get in that time allotted. Okay. Who did you grow up supporting and who was your favourite footballer?
Hawthorn, Sam Mitchell.
What is the one headline you'd like to wake up and read about yourself?
Kicking the winning goal.
All right. Who has been your toughest opponent to match up on?
Jordan Dawson.
Who was the last person you spoke to on your phone?
Probably my partner, Paris.
Who was the best kick in the club?
Kyle Langford.
Give us one word that describes what footy means to you.
Fun.
Your first goal was against who?
Gold Coast.
What's your favourite dish to eat?
Pizza.
What's the best artist or concert you've ever seen?
I haven't seen one.
Okay, favourite movie?
Spider-Man.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Tomato sauce in the fridge or cupboard?
Fridge.
Pyjama, boxer shorts, jocks or naked when it comes to bedtime?
Jocks.
All right. Aisle or window seat on a plane?
Window.
Left or right-handed side of the bed?
Right.
All right.
when you're looking at it,
yeah.
Right, yeah.
There you go. All right. Thank you very much. That was great. Boys are nice and pumped. They've got their Essendon gear on. Let's kick it off with our first question. The boys are ready to go. How many premierships has your club won?
Surge.
Sean. Surge.
17.
No.
16.
No. Sean.
16.
16 it is.
I wish 17.
Yes. May not be too far away. How many grand finals has your team played in?
Surge. 5.
How many grand finals has your team played in? No, not 5. Do you want to have a go, Sean?
23.
Very close. It's up around there. It's 30.
Oh,
okay.
sorry.
All right. Here comes your next question. Who is your team's captain?
Sean.
Sean.
Serge. No.
Serge.
Zach.
Welcome. Team's captain, Serge. Yeah.
Zach Merritt.
Zach Merritt is correct, mate. Well done. Who wears the number 6 at your club?
Sean.
Jai
Caldwell.
Correct. That's it. He's off the mark with 2. Sam's going, come on, Serge, let's start playing. Closest within 1,000, how many members does your club currently have?
Sean. 78.
Mate, 76,724. You've got it. You can have it. Beautiful. Well done. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season last year?
Sean.
12th. Oh, no. Serge.
13.
No, you went the wrong way. 11th. Bad luck. No. Sam's not very happy with you, Serge. How many games did your team win last year at the end of the home and away season?
Sean.
10? No. Serge.
11.
Yeah! Serge is off the mark. Come on, everyone. Put your hands together. Well done. I think Sam is more happy than anyone. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
Serge.
Sean. Oh, Serge.
2000.
Yes.
Melbourne.
There you go. 1 point. Congratulations. How many points did you win that grand final by?
Sean.
64.
3.
No. Serge. Do you know?
Well, I know it wasn't 11. 60.
Yes! 60 it is. Well done. Who won the Norm Smith medal in that grand final? Sean?
James Hird.
James Hird is correct. There you go. Been gone too long from the club, you've forgotten who he is. All right, let's get back to it. 2 points this is worth, boys, and we're looking at 5 versus 3. So, 2 points. Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2023 and how many goals did they kick? Serge.
Langford.
Yes, it is Kyle Langford, but how many goals did he kick? Can you tell me? This is for an extra point. Ask him. It's not a bad idea.
48.
No.
54.
Yeah, 51. There you go. Kyle, you get 1 point. Congratulations. This is for 3 points. Before the controversy of Jobe Watson in 2012, this is for player, year and votes. Who was the last Essendon player to win a Brownlow medal? What year and how many votes did they poll?
Serge.
Hird. Yes, James Hird, yes. The year?
The year was... it was... hang on. Let me quickly think. It was... Oh!
Got a show going.
I should know this. I should know this. It was 96.
Yes, that's 2 points. And how many votes?
22.
Do you want to have a go, Sean?
28.
Oh, no. You went the wrong way. 21. So 2 points. Okay, what are we looking at now? 6 versus 5. Oh, here's the comeback. Comeback of the season. This is the last question that I'm going to give you, boys. So whoever gets this one right, it's either going to be a draw or, well, we've got a winner. Who has captained the Essendon Football Club the most out of these 3 players? Multiple choice. Is it A, Dyson Heppel? Is it B, Jobe Watson? Or is it C, James Hird?
Serge. Hird.
James Hird is correct. We have a winner. There you go. Look at that. It came out of the clouds from nowhere like a bomber. Congratulations, that was fantastic.
Thanks, Scott.
As a runner-up, Sean, we don't really have runners-up. We just have people that just were there and they were present. You get a That's Good Footy merchandise pack. There's about $80 worth of gear in there. Serge, congratulations for being our Simply the Best winner. You've just scored yourself a set of Yamaha TWEF3A earbuds valued at $99. All right. What an awesome prize. We hope you enjoy them and have a huge thank you from Yamaha. Well done. Thanks, boys. Good stuff. All right. Thanks, boys. You can just leave. So, because Kyle, you went first in the question part, you're going to go first in the answer part. So, I'm going to ask you all of those questions again, and you're going to give me what Kyle's answer was. All right? Each time he gets one right, you're just going to flip over the paddle, and the same will happen when it's your turn, Indy. All right, you ready to go, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, 60 seconds on the clock to get as many right as you can. Who did he grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
Bulldogs. He didn't say. Johnson.
Yes. What is the one headline he would like to wake up and read about himself?
Kicking a goal. Winning goal.
Excellent. Who has been his toughest opponent to match up on?
The bloke he just played on. Aiden Core.
Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
His girlfriend Lulu.
All right. Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Me.
Well, yes.
All right. What one word did he use to describe what footy means to him?
Fun.
Yes.
His first goal was against who?
North.
Yes.
His favourite dish to eat is what?
Pasta.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Best artist or
baby.
concert was?
Don't know.
Childish Gambino. No. What's his favourite go-to movie?
Shawshank.
Okay. There you go. Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
No. Fridge or cupboard for tomato sauce?
Fridge.
All right. How many do you end up with? 11. That's not bad. Well done. All right. Very good.
That should be 10, right?
What was that, Flynn?
It started on 1.
Well, he already had, let's just say, 11.
We'll give him 11.
That'll do. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll need it.
Try not to be too technical. It'll be
Ready,
all right.
Indy?
Well done. All right. You ready, Indy? Okay, here we go, Kyle. 60 seconds starts now. This is going to be good. Who did he grow up supporting and who was his favourite footballer?
Hawks and Sam Mitchell.
Well, yes.
What is the one headline he would like to wake up and read about himself?
Kick the winning goal.
Yes.
Who was his toughest opponent to match up on?
Dawson.
Who? Oh, okay. Who was the last person he spoke to on his phone?
His partner Paris.
Excellent. What did he say? Who did he say was the best kick at the club?
Me.
Yes.
What one word did he use to describe what footy means to him?
Fun.
His first goal was against who?
Gold Coast.
Yes.
His favourite dish to eat is?
Pizza.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Best artist or concert was?
Hasn't been to one.
Yes. What's his favourite go-to movie?
Spider-Man.
Crunchy or smooth peanut butter?
Smooth.
Fridge or cupboard for tomato
Fridge.
sauce? Pyjamas, boxer shorts or naked for bed?
He was undies.
Aisle or window on a plane?
Window.
Left or right-hand side of the bed?
Right.
Oh, you got it. Well done. How good's that, Indy? 15 out of 15. Oh, that's attention for you. Well done. Again, we don't have any losers here. You two were fantastic. So guess what? You both get a That's Good Footy merchandise pack. There's about $80 worth of gear in there. All right? The stubby holder, you put soft drink in that, all right? Well done to both of you. Thanks, Flynn. Thanks, Indy. Well done. There you go. All right, last little bit here, boys. It is a footy panel show, so we will just discuss a little bit of football. Let's talk about it. Bombers form, 2 losses, 7 wins and a draw, sitting second on the ladder. Did you hear that? Second on the ladder. Just to say it again to get used to it. Next game, MCG on Saturday night against Richmond. Dreamtime game. Fantastic. Harry Jones out for a week. Rough conduct for a sling tackle.
Stiff.
Parrish out for 3 with a calf strain. Ridley and Dersma both with quads. Ridley a good chance to come back in. Saddlefield knee 2 to 3 weeks. Draper also knee 6 to 8 weeks. Jakey Stringer's playing in his 200. Very nice. Very good, boys. Give us some insight about the attitude and intent down at the club. The narrative has been all about the edge, but that's more for the media. What would you say is the new Essendon blueprint? Pressure tackling, defensive pressure, better ball use with fast ball movement. How would you describe it in your words?
Kyle's really good at this stuff, so...
Well, I think we've built our brand this year off our pressure. The whole edge thing doesn't really mean anything to us internally, but it's we're just building our game off pressure and a system that we implemented last year, and it's taken a bit of time for us to kind of get it all going, and then we've added some key personnel as well. So Benny Mackay's been unbelievable. Durs has been great up until he unfortunately tore his quad, and Goldie's just really winding back the clock. With those three
Fine
inclusions,
Yep.
you know, we're finally building on the system that Scotty implemented last year.
How good's that? Well said. No doubt the team message for this game will be hunt, chase, protect the corridor, take on every opportunity, apply pressure both on the ball carrier as well as the scoreboard, make your tackle stick and be effective with your ball use. What do you reckon about that?
Is that what Scotty said?
That's for this game.
Oh, yeah.
You reckon that's all accurate?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
We'll go with that? Yeah, all right. Let's just go with this then. You run home, your latest fixturing came out for round 16 onwards. Round 16, you play the Cats at the MCG Saturday night. Round 17, Pies MCG Friday night. Round 18, D's MCG Saturday night. Round 19, Crows Marvel Friday night. Round 23, Swans Marvel Friday night. Round 24, Lions Gabba. How mouth-watering is that? You must feel so privileged to play these big blockbuster games in front of 70 to 80,000. And I speak of the Cats, Pies, D's, and most likely we can't really probably say the Swans and the Lions. They'll be big games but because of the capacity. But those three massive big games, Cats, Pies, D's, what are your thoughts on when you get to play those big games like you're going to be playing this weekend against Richmond? Dreamtime game, you get Anzac Day, you've got King's Birthday Eve, those sort of things. What's it like playing for a big club, doing that?
Oh, it's awesome. But you know it's a big game when you go out for your first warm-up and there's the whole stadium's basically full before the game's even started. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think just the fans make it a big game, really.
Yeah, it's probably funny. It's probably something that we take for granted a little bit, that we get so many blockbuster games, and obviously in the back end of the year we get so many Friday night games, Saturday night games, and it's funny when I guess like Gresh comes across. Sorry, I missed out Gresh before as well. He's been unbelievable as well. But you know, when Gresh and Benny Mackay come across, and they're like, you know, the biggest crowds we've played in front of is, you know, 50, 60, 70,000. Then all of a sudden it's 90 odd thousand at the G against Collingwood, and you know, this Saturday night, you know, could be 80,000 plus as well. So you know, it's awesome to be able to play in those games, and obviously finals. That's where the big crowds are, and that's where we want to get to.
Brilliant, mate. Good luck for the rest of the season, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Go Bombers. Cheers. Well done. Thanks, guys. If you'd like to be part of the live audience at any of the That's Good Footy panel shows, get onto the website, which is www.that'sgoodfooty.com/events, because it's always better live, isn't it? Yeah? Yeah. Oh, sort of, maybe. Okay. The next That's Good Footy panel show is on May the 29th. It's here. At the moment, it's with Hawthorn's Luke Bruce and Jack Gunston, live here from the Mulgrave Country Club in Willis Hill. Then on June the 12th, we're heading to the Chirnside Park Country Club, which is at 68 Kingswood Drive, Chirnside Park, for a Collingwood show. Go easy. They all booed when I said it about these boys last week. It's with Bobby Hill, Norman Smith medalist from last year, and Brodie Myercheck. Remember, when you're purchasing your tickets, only do it through the That's Good Footy website. Thanks to everyone for attending tonight. What a fabulous audience. To come out here tonight and see all those red and black jumpers and scarves. You've been a wonderful audience. Thanks to everyone that participated in the auction. Thanks to everyone that participated in the raffle. Thanks to everyone that was part of the segments. Could you please put your hands together for Sam, my sound guy? And while you're at it, could you please thank the lady that does the door, the floor, and so much more, our lovely Sandy. And while you're doing that, and because you're going to be doing that hopefully a lot in 2024, could you please put your hands together for Kyle Langford and for Sam Durham. Fabulous having you both along tonight. You know that comment I made at the start, and I said it's a bit like an old man warming into a warm bath. You're really comfortable now, okay? You've done your show. You're like, that's not bad. Would we be able to get you back again, do you think?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, good. Thanks, mate. It'd be nice to have you back. Your first time on the show, so I wanted to go easy on you, but they've been a wonderful crowd, and they've been very accepting. And,
yeah, you've looked after me.
And you've been wonderful yourself, so, you know, thank you very much. Kyle, I'll leave the last word to you. What would you like to say, my friend?
I'll be back.
Too easy. Don't get much better than that. Anyway, this has been the That's Good for Footy panel show. My name is Damien. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you all again real soon, we hope. Cheers and good night. Thank you.